else does. So I'll hold you to that. Here we go. I think we're going to be live for the pistol round, ladies and gents. First map out of potential 3. Fnatic and Epsilon. I'm Metis, going to be solo casting for you this evening. Hope you enjoy the stream, hope you enjoy the cast. And we are going to be good to go. How are Fnatic going to approach this one? On T side, of course, Epsilon will be rocking out CT, which is the easier side, many people would agree. And it's what we saw last time from Copenhagen Wolves, who completely obliterated on CT side. 116-2 against Mouse in the end on this very map. So let's see how Fnatic are going to approach this. They're going to be rushing into B. Couple kills have been exchanged already. Make that 3, make that 4. And Fnatic is certainly coming out on top. 4v2 situation in their favour. Bomb will be planted as well. And even though Scream is up in uppers there, trying to spray across with that USP, unable to connect the dots as of yet. And he's going to be encircled. He's got Krims, Flusher, JW, Olafmeister. And it's Krims that will secure the kill. Uzi is all that remains. In a 1 versus 4, not a situation I'd like to be in, but he has picked up the first one. When you look at the health bars on Fnatic, very healthy indeed. 85 on Flusher, 79 on Olafmeister, full 100 for Krims, and that is going to be the kill. Olafmeister takes it down and picks up his second. Mike328 says, I can't even explain the odds on CSGO Lounge on this level. It could be a 50-50 all the time. Do agree. I think it's much closer than 90-10. That's why I said some cheeky low skins on Epsilon. You could actually make quite a bit of profit if they do upset Fnatic here. So I do agree with you there, dude. So, anyway, forward into the next round. You expect Fnatic to pick this one up. Of course, they have bought up. And Epsilon have already lost 2 players. So Fnatic... 2 players to the good here, and Epsilon, they're going to be sneaking around the back, trying to catch Fnatic off guard, catch them with their pants down. Krims is looking behind, he gets the 1 click in their head. Uzi did not know what hit him, right between the eyes. Flusher goes and picks up the kill on PM, and it's all on GMX. He's back at CT spawn. He's got a deagle, so he could maybe put a bit of economic strain on Fnatic if he lands a couple 1 deags. And he is going to go looking, he's scouting for some kills here. Krims could be pushing him. It's more exit frags, I feel, that GMX is going for. Oh, he had a chance. He had a whiff there. Not going to lie, maybe should have connected the dot there. But, hey, easier said than done. Fnatic take the 2-0 lead. It's their map after all, and they did win the knife round, and then pistol round, I should say. So, AK-47s, P250, CZ up against a couple of upgraded pistols, but nothing special from Epsilon. They haven't bothered to force buy, and they are going to be looking to try and get some bullets to faces. Pronax taking a couple peeks there. Scream did nearly get himself a kill. He is known as the headshot master, and he did dink JW, I believe that was. So he's now hiding behind the box. 3 hit points to his name. A gust of wind would take him out at this point. Olafmeister does take down FXYO in mid, and Fnatic again are looking like they're going to convert this round unless something crazy happens. PM, Uzi, and GMX with it all to do. 2 of which are going to be moving to mid right now. Unbeknownst to them, Fnatic are actually pushing on A, and they will get this plant down, and indeed they should also get the round. Commentator, what is your favourite team of all time? This is going to be a bit of a on-the-fence answer, but as a caster I try and keep myself as impartial and as unbiased as possible. I just like good games. It's really that simple. There are certain teams that I like watching because of how aggressive they are, like Mouse, for example. I love watching Chris J. But, there we go. End of the round. If I do kind of go off track, guys, please forgive me, but it was pretty obvious what was going to happen there. And Fnatic do take the 3-0 lead. There is going to be a buy-up effect, of course, from Epsilon. You're going to have an AWP on FXYO, 3 M4s. I'm pretty sure GMX is going to pick up one as well. There we go. Fnatic still have their full AK plus 1 AWP combo, and so far it's been working well for them. But they are going to come against the brick wall here in the form of FXYO in mid. He just completely smashes down JW. That AWP will be falling on the ground. And now Flusher. He wanted to try and have a quick peek, but smoke has descended. C2 players very aggressively pushed mid there from Epsilon. GMX and Scream. Mid has been, time and time again on Cash, the determining factor If you control mid, you by and large control the map, and you force the T's to try something a bit ballsy, a bit scary, like an all-on push on B or A, which is a very close claustrophobic environment. The spray is real, the flashes and smokes really come into effect, but if you control mid from a terrorist point of view, you have 3 more options to go through: vents, the mid connector, and of course connector to A. So that's why Epsilon are putting so much emphasis on the mid. Pronax comes in, does get the frag on GMX, and that's going to open up B. There is another player on there, though, and that's going to be PM. Can he go huge? There's the first one. Flush Up will feel the force. And the rest of the cavalry comes in, Scream spraying through the smoke, picks up Pronax. This would be an important round for Epsilon to win. May stabilise the ship a tiny bit for them. Uzi gets one. It's all on Olafmeister. I've casted him before a few times, and he's pulled off crazy clutches. So we know he's got it in him. And he does have 100% of HP, but the problem is, the bomb is down on the side, and Epsilon know it, and they are camping this hard. No quarter will be given to Olafmeister, as he does try to jump up to pick that bomb up. 8 seconds to go. 5 seconds. He can't get on the bomb because it's so frustrating for him. It's actually out towards upper. He does get a kill before falling, and that was a good pickup from Epsilon. Olafmeister equals Olive Master. Indeed. I'll believe it when I see it there, Octopus Chrome. Love your name, man. How long are you going to be casting for so I can hear your Newcastle accent? It's weird because a lot of people say I don't have an accent, and I don't think I really do either. I've lived a lot around the world, so I lost a lot of it. But just this best of 3, dude, for tonight, and then more action coming up. Regardless, let's get back on track. Fnatic pushing towards the B site itself. One has been tagged. Didn't quite catch that because the flashbang came through and hit JW right in the face. Let's switch over the action. Crims picks himself up a frag. That's going to be maybe job done as far as Fnatic are concerned, because now they can look to occupy mid, which is such an important, integral part of this map, as I said before. 4 players cramming themselves in there. Flusher is going to be looking to B. Look at this stag on B from Epsilon. And they've called it. Fnatic have came through, and they get caught completely out. GMX probably feels like he should have picked up another kill there. And FXO does come good and gets himself on. Olafmeister with a headshot on Uzi as he drops down from mid. And now it's a 2-on-3. Oh, desperately needs to land that shot, FXO. That could have maybe opened up the bomb site and got this back in Epsilon's hands. But Fnatic take down the 2 kills, take down the 4th round. And now they are in prime position to take down the 6th round too, because this is going to be an eco from Epsilon. Favorite game to cast, honestly, is CSGO, and I'm not just saying that because I'm casting it right now. It has everything. It's got drama, it's got great action, it's fast-paced, there's not much downtime. CSGO, my favorite game to cast by a mile. Olafmeister's pushing into A, and so are the rest of Fnatic, and they must sense the blood in the water here, that the eco is probably in effect from Epsilon. They don't want to rush in too fast though, because pistols can still do a lot of damage if we put bullets to faces. It's going to be the first kill. Olafmeister opens up, does get the frag on GMX, looks for the second, will secure it on Uzi. 5v2, Epsilon are staring down the barrel of a gun right now. FXO is in prime position to strike, but actually get shot down from Pronax. And now it's all on PM. This is going to be a hard day at the office, you have to feel for him. He's got one, and he will not get any more. I'm glad my voice is easy to understand. Hopefully you enjoy the cast. It's going to be another eco round, I think. CZ's picked up. Fnatic. You know, I said Epsilon have got a real chance here, and I fancy them as a bit of a dark horse in this game. But so far, Fnatic have been well and truly slamming the door in their face. And this could continue. Fnatic have been relentless. They've been going for the jugular, dog with a bone. Olafmeister's on 12 for 1, by the way. Pretty sensational stuff. Averaging 2 kills a round thus far. Crim's on 6 and 1. On the flip side, top fragging is PM with 4 and 6. About to say 3 and 6, but he opens things up nicely with that CZ. Got a kill last round with it as well, so obviously feeling the CZ right about now. Nades, smokes, everything going down onto A. 3 players also occupying A, Fnatic and also Epsilon, so this is going to be a 6-man push. Who's going to come out better? You'd expect Fnatic with the weapons, but Uzi does pull back a frag for his team. Gets a dink as well into Olafmeister. Didn't know what hit him. Is he going to get finished off, though? Scream peaks, and he will get his head taken clean off his shoulders Fnatic look to edge further ahead in the 6-1 lead. GMX all that remains. Not much reason for him to save this Deagle, especially when it must have been called that everybody is tagged up fairly heavily, and he's got the first, and he'll want the second. JW is moving around though from mid with Yorp. He could get GMX in the back if he decides to peek. GMX has seen Olafmeister. He's not able to get that kill, and it could be so critical for him to miss that. Gets it on the second time of asking. He's being sprayed down from JW. He's going to go for the defuse. He doesn't have a defuse kit though, and that could hold him back. That's the AK-47 in his grasp. And he gets the molly kill onto JW, who was forced to check the bomb. Fair enough, Epsilon will not get the defuse, but they do get 3 players down that maybe they shouldn't have. And that's going to sting economically. But you look at the economy right now of Fnatic, and really they don't care. 10,000 Olafmeister, 5,000 Pronax. There's something like 8,000 on Crims as well. And GMX unable to save the AK-47. Valiant attempt, though. Really got to give him props for that 1v3. I was going to say clutch, it wasn't, they still lost the round, but well played. Flight from Epsilon. They only look to bounce back. Can't keep them down, it would seem. But Fnatic are looking to do just that. FX opens up onto Pronax, just demolishes him with the AWP from the back of A site. 2 players to his left on door, 1 in main still. And that will be Olafmeister with the bomb. Now 4 players have scrambled to A, and this could leave Epsilon a bit thin elsewhere. GMX almost reading my mind with that statement, and he pulls himself back to mid. So it's just PM on B site. GMX is now moving around as well. I like this from Epsilon. They're reacting very quickly. They have left mid open, but they have the player advantage. And you feel with that advantage, they could make it work for them. JW from door will get that CZ working for him. 2 players stacked. It gets the first one. Beautiful reactions. And the second. Are you kidding me, JW? It looked like Epsilon had that round in the bag. He very nearly gets the third, but the damage surely has already been done. GMX and PM must be wondering what the hell just happened. GMX does get the first. He gets taken down though. Got dinked on his troubles to the Olafmeister kill. And now it's a 2-on-1. It's all on PM. He's been playing pretty well for his team. Pretty solid. Can he channel his net GMX and try and clutch this one out? He's moving round. He may even think about saving this AWP. It's worth 4,750 and that's quite a bit of money to play with. And yeah, he's been spotted. He fired out the one AWP shot. If he connected that and brought it to a 1v1, he may very well have thought about going for the clutch. But as soon as that missed, he has to back away. There's no way he's clutching from that position. Not with Flusher and Crims both on nearly full hit points. Just the 1 damage taken from Flusher. 7-1 will be your scoreline. And Fnatic, dearie me, they are looking unbeatable right now. Just having a quick check on my Twitter there, guys. Apology for the momentary silence on my behalf. I'm going to be jumping into the 9th round. Full buy up from both teams, albeit with a FAMAS on screen. He's a player that can make the FAMAS work for him. Personally, I actually really like the FAMAS. Much prefer it over the Galil. That's just a personal preference thing, though. So I wouldn't be too surprised if screen goes huge with this weapon, but still. Epsilon, open up with FXO. They've completely given away mid. Maybe opting for a different kind of tactic here and saying, okay, mid's not working. We can't afford to peak with these Fnatic beasts, so just camp in the sites. Play a deep defense. Allow the terrorists to come to us. The only problem I have with that is the aforementioned vents, mid connector and A connector can come into play, but that's what I was talking about with Scream in the FAMAS. He has such an incredible aim that he can just smash across with that and just take kills left, right and centre. Uzi comes in. And this is exactly what Epsilon needed. This is what the doctor ordered as far as they're concerned. Crimson, a nice little dink in the head of Screed, and there's PM. So Epsilon go without a round for a number of rounds, and then here in the 9th, they stamp their foot down. They're done with losing, it would appear. So, Fnatic have AKs and a Galil. They're not going to be ecoing. They've won so many rounds, of course. They've got plenty of money to play with in their back pocket. Scream is going to be occupying mid, so mixing it up. Last round didn't really bother with it. This time I'm going to stack 3 players. Scream, GMX, and also FXO. Crims will be pushing through the smoke. GMX has gone through the vent already. Pronax is actually looking towards B. And he's playing interference because Bomb Carrier, Olofmeister, Flusher, and JW are all on A, and it's work to treat. There's just one player defending A right now, and that's going to be Uzi. Scream does make short work of Crims from Vents, and Uzi's picked up one before he falls down. Olofmeister answers the call. Two players of Epsilon are still on B. They're starting to rotate around with GMX. They're all going to be coming from the same side. No, Scream decides to try the mid instead. And Pronax, if he plays his cards right here, he could have the kill. Indeed, he does. Very patient, smart play from Pronax. Realising the rotate was almost certainly going to come his way, and played it to perfection. Now comes around the back, gets two, gets three. Lovely round from Pronax. Baiting out at B, getting his team what they needed, then moving to mid, and taking out Epsilon as they rotated. Very nicely done. What do I think of Epsilon trying to switch up with the double AWP setup there? I can understand the idea of trying to mix it up, trying to do something a bit different, but unfortunately, not really paying off for them. Uzi has picked up the first in this round. Olofmeister is the recipient of that first kill, the first blood. 15-5 he's moved to. It was 12-1 at one stage, so he slowed down a tiny bit, but Epsilon, I feel, have stepped their game up quite significantly. It's important to mention as well, guys, this is a best of 3. And, oh, JW with a nice little shot on FX, yo. Completely catching him off guard. Best of 3, and this is Fnatic's map. So, keep that in mind. They are on what many people would say is the harder side, though, and they're currently smashing 8-2. JW and Scream. Well, that was a bit of a battle of the derp there. Scream actually shakes his head afterwards. Probably pretty frustrated with himself. Bomb's gone down. Scream now in a 1 versus 2 situation. And he is going to be moving from Vents. If he can get this first shot on Flusher, he's got a chance. He's been tagged though, and finished off. Surprised he repeated that actually. Flusher got 4 frags that round. Very nicely done by him. And that's going to be another eco from Epsilon. This is brutal. Guys, tweet at me, at MedisTV, or hashtag CS Arena. Let me know why you think Fnatic is stomping this one so hard. What's your analysis here? What's your opinion? Get in contact. Let's get some interaction going. Be very interested to know how you guys feel about this. Did you vote on Epsilon? Are you regretting that decision? Let me know. Here comes a grenade from Flusher onto B. Oh, lands right on GMX. And then he finishes things off with a stylish 1-click to the forehead. Nobody on Epsilon are currently in a positive KDA. It's important to mention that. No one really stepping up. Everyone around the same level. There goes PM jumping through. Makes Flusher dive. And then Olofmeister makes PM dive. It's all about the quick fire frags here. 3 on 4. Fnatic with the bomb. Going to plant on B once again. And once again, they should convert this. Olofmeister moves 17 and 5. Scream's been spotted in Vents. And so has Uzi. He's going to repick this and could actually get a kill. Nope, not going to happen just yet. Player moving around. It's going to be Olofmeister towards Garage. And flashbang comes out from Uzi, so he may very well try and push this one. Olofmeister needs to be careful. Oh, no problem. P250 to the face. Gets the second as well, because why not? 10-2. I'm a bit speechless here, guys. You'd expect this kind of scoreline the other way around. 10-2 on T side. I mean, what can you say? Nope says, obviously hacking. Fnatic are tried and true tested players at LAN. I'm not too sure about that statement, dude. Anik Zakar says, Fnatic is doing great on early picks, and they are winning aim duels all over the map. Can't argue with that. That's pretty much how it's going right now. They are certainly outperforming Epsilon in terms of aim, no doubts about it. Interesting one by Mike328. Analysis, Epsilon are trying to switch styles up too much. Every time they play more aggressive, they just get picked off one by one. It's a very good point that you make there, actually. They have tried a bunch of different tactics. Double up, pushing mid, not pushing mid, holding mid, not holding mid. They've kind of tried everything, and nothing seems to have been working. So that's an interesting point that you raised there, Mike. Thanks for the tweet. Full buy-up and effect from both sides again. And Epsilon, I'd have to say, they've got to win the next 3. That's pretty much the situation I'm feeling right now. If they don't win any of the next 3 rounds, they're pretty much out of this map as far as I'm concerned. Well, let's see if they can make that a reality. GMX gets crushed from Crims. Everybody on Fnatic are playing well. We've seen crazy things from pretty much everybody so far in this game. PM at the back of the site didn't show his hand until the very end now, so the bomb was already planted. Uzi gets the kill on Orkmeister. They have the player advantage, but suddenly there's Crims to answer back. PM from the back of the site is still doing work. The bomb is planted in a precarious position for him, though. They do have the player advantage, so you'd fancy that Epsilon should be able to get this retake in effect, especially as JW's got 3 HP left. He's last remaining player. They do get the kills. They will get the defuse. The question now on my mind is, will they get the next 2 rounds? Because if they don't, this map could be over very, very quickly. Make no mistake, they're going to have to win the next 2 rounds in a pistol round as far as my thought process is going here. Anything less is probably map over. So, let's keep going. Epsilon need more lemon pledge. Wow. Okay, Fnatic. How are they going to bounce back? Problem for Epsilon is they've won rounds before, but then they fail to get that momentum on track. They fail to take down another 2 or 3 rounds, and that's the problem. They've constantly reset their loss bonus, I should say, and they've been able to capitalize on that. So GMX has picked up the first one. They need someone to step up big as well. They need someone to start carrying, because everyone is around 8 frags. Nobody is stepping up hugely here for Epsilon. Beforehand, I was actually saying to some of the viewers that I thought Scream would be a player to watch, and he's been very quiet, 6 and 11. We saw a moment of brilliance with his FNAS work on A, shooting down 2 players in quick succession, but apart from that, he's been eerily quiet in this matchup. GMX could have had himself a couple more kills. Peaked at the right time in mid, got some damage down on Olafmeister, I think that was. And now they're pushing on to B. FXio, PM, both on the back of the site. They're both going to get in with frags. FXio with his second awesome play. And they pick up the final frag on Flusher. Where was this Epsilon 5 or 10 minutes ago? Maybe they're just starting to wake up as the end of the half. Perhaps on Dust 2 they're going to go huge. Not fantastic economy as well from Fnatic. They only have to deal with this for 1 more round though. So Deagle, P250, C's dead, and 2 AK-47s. They have full armor. They got some grenades to play with as well, so they definitely can make this work for them. And Epsilon have been shaky. Again, we've seen moments of brilliance, but then they kind of just go back to sleep again. Very similar approach again from Fnatic. They're going to smoke out B. And then try and push it, but that smoke is going to block them off for a few more seconds. Flashbangs as well. PM and GMX this time. And it's interesting as well, you know. Mike said before, and I agree with him, that there's been a lot of different tactics utilised. FXO was on B site last round. Now he couldn't be any further away. He's just to the left of the door on A. So it's interesting to see how they're changing things around. Maybe it's spawn-based. Either way, GMX is going to come from the vent room. He's going to make short work of 2 players, looking for his third. He really has woken up in these last couple rounds, and it's just what the Doctor ordered for Epsilon. Here we go, pushing from Uzi, gets 1, probably should have got 2. He does finish off that second frag finally, and it's all on Flusher. First 1D in effect, can't connect the dots, he will fall down. 10-5 your scoreline at half time. Fnatic will be very, very happy with that half. Excuse me for 1 second while I take a drink. Yeah, I agree with you, Ben. Fnatic have this. Cash is heavily sided for CT, and as you can see, they've dominated the difficult T side. That was 10-3 at one stage. It was looking like it could be a 12-3 kind of scoreline. So, yeah, Fnatic are looking good. Fnatic are looking very, very good indeed. Here we go, though. Epsilon on pistols. I said before, if they get the 5-10, they desperately need to win this pistol round. They need to convert the eco rounds afterwards as well. There's so many boxes that they have to check just to bring this back to equality. And as Ben just said, this is CT favoured as a map. And Fnatic, they're not the kind of team to let things slip. So let's see how Epsilon do. Already, Fnatic have lost a lot of hit points. Pronax down to 1, Crims to 20, Flusher to 27. And only Scream has been injured heavily. FXO's lost 8. But the important part is that nobody's died just yet. Epsilon have the A site right for the taking. PM's going to run in with the bomb and plant that one down right now. FXO gets the first kill and the second kill as well. Both onto the aforementioned injured players of Pronax and Crims. Now the bomb's down in the 5 versus 3. And this is what Epsilon desperately wanted. Uzi gets a kill. It's just a question of mopping it up right now, and that's what they've done. Confident first round from Epsilon. Was a pistol round, but now they have to convert them. They simply have to win these eco, or anti-ecos I should say. If Fnatic pick up one of these, it's going to smash them economically, it's going to smash their confidence as well, and then Fnatic will be right back in the driving seat. What mic is this? I have no idea, dude. I can look into that and tweet that a bit later for you. Sorry. It's a good one, though. That's all I know. Not that that's helpful, but it's a good one. So, Eco Bash. Is it real from Epsilon? Looks like it's going to be the case. FXio opens things up on the JW. He was situated on A. Pronax is all that remains now on bomb A. And he is trying. He's trying to bark loud here. He's trying to do a lot of... make a lot of noise and maybe make it seem like there's multiple people there. There are now. Crimson Olafmeister have moved across. Epsilon seem to have read the book here. They've read the script. And they're already rotating towards mid. Olafmeister's going to peek. Crims, though, does get the frag onto Uzi, who comes out of main. And now Olafmeister's pushing. If that frag had landed, that could have been the round well and truly falling into Fnatic's hands. But Epsilon have the player advantage. They have the bomb in hand as Scream. Scream just got himself dinked in the head from Pronax. Certainly not ideal. And there is FXio hiding in the garage. Going to peek round. Sees Crims. Finds him. Gets the kill. And now Flusher with the grenade from downtown. They scored the 3-pointer there. I don't think GMX was expecting that to land on his face, but that's pretty much what just happened. Bomb will be planted. FXio very nearly falls. And if FXio had fallen there, that would have been a pretty good eco round for Fnatic. 3 weapons taken away. They'd have been happy with that. See Why Not said, in all honesty, I think Epsilon is underrated. They're a great team. I agree with you. I definitely agree. Again, I thought the 90-10 bet on CSGO Lounge was a little unfair to Epsilon. They're a much better team than that. And yes, they've been having a bit of a rough start to Cash, but they can still win this. They can still bring this back. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but it's not impossible. Fnatic have given up mid. Understandable while on eco. They're going to go deep. 2 players have gone into the A door already, getting as much information as possible. JW is going to be calling us out to his team. Could run head-to-head with Uzi. Indeed, he will. Khalil will trump over the pistol. Surprise, surprise. Pronax trying his best to get another dink there in mid. He has crazy good P250 aim, but on this occasion, PM's AK just total domination. Smoke out to Cart. Oh, who was that? I think it was Flusher. Nearly shot someone in the back, and that would have been a bit of a head-scratching moment for Epsilon if that had worked. Crim's coming out with a deagle, does get the first kill of the round for Fnatic, and he's going to get an AK. Probably should try and save this one. Instead, though, he's actually going into garage and gets killed. I think I'd have preferred him to either go for exit frags and camp somewhere, or just straight up save the weapon. There was a lot of time that you had to save it for, that's fair enough, but peeking mid didn't quite work for him. Anyway, buy up from Fnatic. They got 2 AWPs. Very interesting. Suggests that they're going to put 1 more than likely in mid. And then 1 on A. Olafmeister is A, and I'm actually incorrect. The other AWP went on to B, and JW gets the kill. Both AWPs have chimed in already with kills. And JW with the second. Very interesting tactics. Love them. So JW took an AWP on B by himself. Olafmeister took an AWP on A as he just cleans up another kill. The bomb is down. So Epsilon just got completely decimated in this round. And they pretty much held it solo, while the other 3 players occupied mid. Very interesting tactic. One that I like a lot, actually. And, well, the result pretty much speaks for itself. Comfortable, clear round from Fnatic. AWP's doing work. I think the random strat switch-up style could actually work on T side. Don't know if Epsilon can keep the pace, though. It's true. You can bait out a lot on T side and really try and mind game your opposition and try and get the advantage that way. Flusher in the right place, gets 1, gets 2. No one checked the right side. And that was a fatal error for 2 of Epsilon's team. FXio has picked up 1 frag, can't get the second. Flusher will vanquish him from this round. And now Crims from the back. Oh, the box is on mid. Gets another one. Fnatic take the 12-8 lead. And that will be Epsilon Eco. Can't even force buy. Maybe if they force buy pistols, I don't know why they do that though. Better to just save up one and then try and come back stronger in the 22nd round. Hope Fnatic wins this. What is the next round? The next map, sorry, for My Spy 12. Next map is Dust 2. And then the third map will be Mirage, if we need it. JW opens things up on this anti-eco round for Fnatic, so I'm not going to get too excited. What rank am I? I'm an LEM, Legendary Eagle Master. I think I'm pretty close to Supreme. P250s, CZs. What you'd expect from Epsilon, trying to upgrade their pistols, get some kills. PM just mullers FX in the back of the head. Pretty comical from my point of view, but I'm pretty sure it's not for them because they were saving up to buy up this round. And now, that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt a tiny bit. Either way, buy up is still coming in, no problems. Joe, don't you miss casting Quake Live? I'm not Joe Miller. I love listening to him cast, though, I must admit. I'm not him. Anyway, Flusher, getting boosted up. We actually saw this yesterday as well, but Pronax is going to get a frag. Scream answers back on Flusher. And Fnatic do have the advantage once again. Not the first time I said that. I'm sure it won't be the last time. JW misses a shot. One of the easier ones, I'd have to say. He does make amends and gets it on the second time of asking. FXCO is going to look to try and push right now. Catches Olafmeister off guard, but doesn't seal the deal. Doesn't convert that into a frag, and that could come back to haunt him. Indeed it will. Olafmeister takes down one. Does he realise that FXCO is stood right next to him? There is a smoke separating them right now. Oh, dearie me. If FXCO picks up that kill on Olafmeister, things could have gone a whole lot different. GMX would not have died. But all ifs, buts, and maybes. The fact of the matter is, it's a 3-on-1. FXCO did get the kill on Olafmeister finally, so a bit of a moral victory, I guess, for him. Still 28 seconds to play with, and he's going to hide here. He's going to look to try and get some frags from Fnatic who push on in. Pronax is checking every corner, though, so I'm not sure if this is going to work for him. And that is going to be the kill. Is this caster a Veiler? Nope. I think we're from similar places in the UK, though. So there might be some similarities in our accent, but I'm not a Veiler, I'm not Joe Miller. Can you say with a British accent, would you like some tea this wonderful morning? I don't actually drink tea. I know, it's like a stereotype that doesn't work. I don't like tea, it's disgusting. Not all English people drink tea. There you go, today you learned something. Anyway, Epsilon are going to push through onto main, and they're going to just get slaughtered. It is a somewhat of an eco. They managed to save a weapon last round as well. And that's going to be kills, kills, and more kills. Fnatic secure it, 15-8. I did not see it being this one-sided. I'm going to be honest. I did not see it being a 15-8 scoreline. I thought Epsilon would rack up double digits at the very least. I thought it would be like a 16-12, 16-13 kind of map. Is this Red Eye? Is this Anders? Yes, I'm all of the above. I am a weird hybrid of all the casters. Here we go. Olafmeister's going to take the first peek. Does catch GMX, but GMX gets the upper hand. Actually bests Olafmeister, which is a bit surprising considering that he hasn't missed many op shots this game. But there's JW to make amends, answering the fall of his fallen comrade. The call, I should say. He does try to peek round, but gets taken out from P. And there's Flusher as well. So, back and forth action. Fnatic do have the upper hand. They also, of course, have a huge round buffer. So, even if they were to lose this from this point, which isn't looking likely, as FXCO is going to get killed, surely, from the beyond. What is going on? One of the weirdest kills you're going to see. Both players dribbled a bit there. Bit too much drool on the ground.